human creativity, and AI automation to maximize team performance. Okay, good question. The leader can balance. The leaders first, we need to educate the leaders. Okay, then leader can educate their team. That's why they have to know how to manage or balance their team. So AI automation support the team to foster our performance, more performance, maximize their performance. So the leaders, according to the company's SOP, yeah, standard operating procedure, how they have finance or not every company focused on financing to improve AI technology, but the leaders can explain to their top management, okay, this way, if we set up AI technology, then we can reduce the manpower, we can reduce some time, we can save time, and we can improve our performance. Okay, for example, data-driven decision-making process. Okay, the dashboard show how the company's situation, where is the problem occurs. Okay, so compared to last year, why the sales drop? So what is the problem? So immediately the AI can detect, okay, this is the area you have to focus or touch. So everywhere now AI give you suggestion. So what you will do is depends on your decision, the leader's decision. So you have to balance which one is good for your company. Okay, so the leader knows company's performance. The leaders knows company's
Alan's keynote on empowering leadership in the AI-driven workplace was truly insightful and inspiring. The
Hello.
talk not only highlighted the importance of leadership in today's evolving technological landscape, but also encouraged all of us to embrace innovation and guide our teams with vision and purpose. On behalf of Bharati Vidyapeeth's College of Engineering for Women, Pune, and RSP Conference Sub, we are proud to present you with this certificate of recognition as a token of our appreciation for your valuable contribution. Thank you once again for sharing your expertise and for inspiring our participants. We look forward to more opportunities to collaborate in the future. Congratulations and thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. My pleasure. My pleasure to have this certificate and this respect from the organizer. Thank you very much.
Hello. I request everyone to kindly switch off your mobile phones or put them on the silent mode. All, please note that you will not be allowed to leave the seminar hall once the program begins. Kindly follow the decorum of the function. As a mark of respect, let us be courteous enough to stand when the chief guest arrive. As a mark of respect, let us be courteous enough. Hello. As a mark of respect, let us be courteous enough to stand when the chief guest arrive. Hello.
All audience inside and outside.
Hello. The program is going to start shortly. I request the audience in the online mode as well as offline mode to kindly. Hello. Hello. All the audience online mode and the offline mode, kindly note that the program is going to start shortly. Kindly switch off your mobile phones or put them in the silent mode. The program will start shortly. As a mark of respect, let us be courteous enough to stand when the chief guest arrive. Kindly switch off your mobile phones or put them on the silent mode. All, please note that you will not be allowed to leave the seminar hall once the program begins. Executive Director of Bharati Vidyapit Medical Foundation, Ms. Asmita Murar Madam, Vice President, Strategy and Transactions at EYP, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav Sir, Principal of Bharati Vidyapit's College of Engineering for Women and (2025), Professor Dr. V.R. Pawar Madam and Professor Dr. K.A. Malgi Madam, co-convener of this conference, Professor Dr. S.S. Sorge Madam, Vice Principal Academics, Professor Dr. A.M. Pawar Sir, Vice Principal Administration, Head of the Departments, esteemed guests, online attendees, distinguished speakers, participants, teaching staff members, supporting and administrative staff members, and dear students. It is with great pleasure and immense pride that I, Professor Swati Thorat, extend a warm welcome to each one of you to this second international conference on recent trends in science, technology and management, ICRTSTM 2025. This conference stands as a testament to our collective commitment towards advancing knowledge and fostering innovations in this crucial field.
To mark the auspicious beginning of this international conference, we shall now invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the divine source of wisdom and learning, through Saraswati Pujan and the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. We should also offer a floral tribute to our beloved founder, Honorable Dr. Patangrao Kadam Sahib, the visionary who laid the foundation of Bharati Vidyapit. I invite all the dignitaries on the dais for the Saraswati Pujan, Pratima Pujan and the lamp lighting ceremony as we seek blessings for a successful and enlightening conference ahead.
या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशा वीणाप्रभृतिभिः वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीमभयदाम् जाड्यान्धकारापहा.
Thank you all. May our endeavors be guided by wisdom and dedicated to creating a brighter future for all. Now, let us listen to the Bharati Vidyapit Geet, a melodious tribute that reflects the ideals, values and harmony of our great institution, Bharati Vidyapit.
सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे प्रतीक येथे आहे
सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे या देशाचे विद्याभूषण ज्ञानपीठ आहे या देशाचे विद्याभूषण ज्ञानपीठ आहे ज्ञानपीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे सुजलाम सुफलाम मळे बहरले कीर्ती सुगंधाचे सुजलाम सुफलाम मळे बहरले कीर्ती सुगंधाचे उजाड माळावरी उजळले दीप संपदांचे उजाड माळावरी उजळले दीप संपदांचे संगमरवरी उभे शिल्प हे स्वप्न आभाळाचे संगमरवरी उभे शिल्प हे स्वप्न आभाळाचे
ज्ञानदानन पुण्याईचे ज्ञानदानन पुण्याईचे पावन मंदिर आहे पावन मंदिर आहे
पावन मंदिर आहे पावन मंदिर आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे वादळातून झेप घेतली ध्येय पतंगाने तुफानाशी झुंज घेतली गुढी आनंदाने वादळातून झेप घेतली ध्येय पतंगाने तुफानाशी झुंज घेतली गुढी आनंदाने यशवंताचे यशोगीत हे मूर्तिमंत गाणे यशवंताचे यशोगीत हे मूर्तिमंत गाणे
निर्धाराची निश्चल निष्ठा निर्धाराची निश्चल निष्ठा त्याग मागते आहे त्याग मागते आहे
त्याग मागते आहे त्याग मागते आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे सह्यगिरीची पर्वतराजी सभोवती सुंदर सह्यगिरीची पर्वतराजी सभोवती सुंदर दिनदुबळ्यांची वाट वळावी असेच फुले घर दिनदुबळ्यांची वाट वळावी असेच फुले घर नंदनवन हे फुला मुलांचे सेवेला तत्पर नंदनवन हे फुला मुलांचे सेवेला तत्पर
मानवतेची निर्मळ गंगा मानवतेची निर्मळ गंगा इथे वाहते आहे इथे वाहते आहे
इथे वाहते आहे इथे वाहते आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे छत्रपतींच्या कर्मवीरांच्या कार्याची प्रेरणा छत्रपतींच्या कर्मवीरांच्या आम्ही करू प्रार्थना सुमंगलाची
विज्ञानाची
आम्ही करू प्रार्थना
येणारा प्रत्येक क्षण हा येणारा प्रत्येक क्षण हा आमच्यासाठी आहे आमच्यासाठी आहे
आमच्यासाठी आहे आमच्यासाठी आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे
भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे
सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे या देशाचे विद्याभूषण ज्ञानपीठ आहे या देशाचे विद्याभूषण ज्ञानपीठ आहे ज्ञानपीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे भारती विद्यापीठ आहे
Thank you. To officially commence today's proceedings, I now have the pleasure of inviting Professor Dr. V.R. Pawar Madam, co-convener of this second international conference, for the welcome address.
Thank you, Mahajan Madam. A very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar Sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Honorable Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap Madam, Executive Director, Bharati Vidyapit Medical Foundation, Honorable Miss Asmita Murar Madam, Vice President, STP, Head of all the Institute of Bharati Vidyapit, our Principal and Convener of this event, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav Sir, our Vice Principal Academics, Professor Dr. Suvarna Chorge, our Vice Principal Administration, Professor Dr. Avinash Pawar Sir, our co-convener, Professor Dr. Ketki Margi, all the head of departments, esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, researchers, industry experts, guests, faculty members of all the departments, participants across the globe, non-teaching staff members, supporting staff members, and my dear students. It is with immense pride and heartfelt enthusiasm that I, Dr. Vijaya Pawar, welcome you all for second international conference on recent trends in science, technology and management, that is ICRTSTM 2025, under the flagship of Bharati Vidyapit's College of Engineering for Women, Pune. A few months ago, when we first envisioned this conference, we were at crossroads, uncertain whether to solely focus on engineering domain, but today, by seeing the breadth of participation across diverse disciplines, I am proud to say that expanding the scope was the right decision. This conference continues to uphold our institute's legacy of academic excellence and innovation. It brings together brilliant minds across the globe who exchange their ideas, discuss their emerging trends, and inspire one another towards impactful advancements in science, technology, and management. As a co-convener, I feel privileged to be the part of this conference. I am happy at our endeavors. This conference has grown in both scale and significance. Last year, we welcomed participants from 9 countries presenting 157 papers. This year, we are delighted to share that there are the researchers who are presenting the papers from 11 nations, including Australia, the USA, the Philippines, Turkey, Japan, Malaysia, Nigeria, Iraq, Oman, etc., etc. We are also having few papers across India, that is pan-India. 20 Indian states are participating in this conference. 20 reputed universities are participating. 63 reputed colleges and deemed universities are participating in our conference, presenting 176 papers, which is the testament to the global academic trust in our institute as well as in Bharati Vidyapit. This year, conference is specially meaningful as it takes place during the Silver Jubilee celebration of our institute. Since our establishment in 2000, under the visionary leadership of our beloved founder, Honorable Dr. Patangraoji Kadam Saheb, we remain dedicated to the vision women empowerment through technical education. Over the next 2 days, we will explore topics that lie at the very core of global transformation, that is artificial intelligence, sustainable development, emerging management strategies, etc., etc. This as well as on society. Please join me in congratulating Madam on being honored with the iconic Multi-Speciality Hospital Healthcare Award 2025 at the 8th edition of Navbharat Value-Based Healthcare Awards. This prestigious award was presented by Srimati Anupriya Patel Madam, who is Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. We are truly proud of this remarkable achievement, Madam. We are equally honored to have Ms. Asmita Murar Madam with us. Madam, we are grateful for accepting our invitation and joining us today. Her presence here adds immense value to this event. Finally, I extend my special gratitude to our principal, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav sir, whose guidance made this event possible. I also want to acknowledge the tireless efforts of the organizing committee, technical teams, faculty members, researchers, participants, our enthusiastic students. Your dedication is the backbone of this event, and without you, none of this would be possible. To all the participants, welcome again here at the platform of Bharati Vidyapit, and a big thank you for bringing your knowledge, insights, innovation to this platform. May your experience here spark new perspective, foster meaningful collaboration, and open new doors for professionals as well as for the researchers. Let's come together to make ICRTSTM 2025 a memorable, meaningful, and impactful academic celebration. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
The formal introduction of our chief guest.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleague friends, dear students, a very good morning to all of you. It is my proud privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar sir. Dr. Kalkar sir is a highly respected academician and administrator. He is currently serving as the Pro Vice Chancellor of Savitribai Phule Pune University. Prior to this, he held the prestigious position of Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management at the same university. He is a visionary leader with over 24 years of teaching experience. His qualification includes MCom, MMS in Finance, PhD, and the Faculty Development Program from IIM Ahmedabad. Dr. Kalkar sir has made significant contributions to higher education. He has been an academic council member, senate member, and has served on various important university committees. He has been associated with the Sinhagad Institute for over 2 decades. He has worked in key leadership roles such as professor and director at the Sinhagad Institute of Management, campus director and CEO at Sinhagad Campus Lonavala, and deputy registrar for academics and admissions. In addition to his academic roles, he has also served as a treasurer of the Association of Indian Management Schools, helping to strengthen management education at the national level. Dr. Kalkar sir has published 36+ research papers in reputed national and international journals and is the author or co-author for 17 plus books. He has actively presented his work in many seminars and conferences across the India and abroad. His journey is truly inspiring. He is not only a scholar and a leader, but also a mentor who believes in creating opportunities and guiding the next generation. We are truly honored to have him with us today for the second international conference on recent trends in science, technology and management 2025 at Bharati Vidyapeeth's College of Engineering for Women. Let us welcome Honorable Dr. Professor Parag Kalkar sir with a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Principal Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav sir to felicitate the chief guest of our international conference as a mark of our gratitude. The memento symbolizes our respect for your contribution, sir. As you accept this memento, we hope it serves as a reminder of the impact you have made and the gratitude you hold in the continued support.
I now invite Professor Dr. Sumati Jagdale to introduce the guest of honor for today's ceremony, Honorable Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap Madam, Executive Director of Bharati Vidyapeeth Medical Foundation. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, all. It's my honor to introduce Honorable Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap. Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap, affectionately known as Tai Sahib, is a distinguished leader whose unwavering dedication to healthcare and education has profoundly impacted numerous lives. As Executive Director of Bharati Vidyapeeth Medical Foundation in Pune, Maharashtra, she oversees a network of 7 hospitals offering various medical services including dental care, allopathy, Ayurveda and homeopathy. In her role as a patron member of Bharati Vidyapeeth, Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap provides invaluable guidance to more than 75 educational institutions within the organization. Dr. Jagtap's impressive academic credentials include MBBS, MD in psychiatry, Diploma in Labor Laws, PG Diploma in Medical Legal Science, and PhD in Hospital Administration. Beyond her administrative and academic pursuits, Dr. Jagtap is deeply committed to community services. She regularly organizes free health checkups, blood donation drives, and cancer screening camps throughout the year. During COVID-19 pandemic, she established training camps for healthcare professionals and COVID-19 centers in Maharashtra's Turchi and Sangli district. She also led the establishment of an oxygen generating plant, ensuring a reliable supply of life-saving oxygen for Bharati Hospital and other medical facilities in Pune. Continuing the legacy of her father, Dr. Patangrauji Kadam Sahib, the founder of Bharati Vidyapeeth, Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap exemplifies compassionate leadership and steadfast commitment to social betterment. She has been recently honored with the prestigious, iconic Multi-Speciality Hospital Healthcare Award 2025 at 8th edition of the Now Bharat Value-Based Healthcare Awards. This esteemed award was graciously presented by Srimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Union Minister of State of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. I, Dr. Sumati Jagdale, on behalf of Bharati Vidyapeeth's College of Engineering for Women, thankful to Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap for gracing this inauguration function of 2nd International Conference 2025. Thank you and welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Sumati. I now request our principal, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap, ma'am. This felicitation is to appreciate Dr. Asmita Tai for receiving the iconic Multi-Speciality Hospital Healthcare Award 2025 at the 8th edition of the Navbharat Value-Based Healthcare Awards, also for a selfless help during COVID-19 and a constant motivation for and support for women empowerment. Thank you, ma'am. Now moving forward, may I request Professor Dr. Kalyani Chaudhary to introduce our second guest of honor, Ms. Asmita Murar, Vice President, Strategy and Transactions at EYP.
Thank you, Smita. Good morning to all our esteemed guests, faculty, dedicated staff, and dear participants. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this special occasion. Today is a proud moment for all of us as we come together for this second international conference that celebrates the knowledge, innovation, and leadership. It's my great honor to introduce our guest of honor, Ms. Asmita Murar, a remarkable leader who brings together deep technical expertise, strategic thinking, and global experience. Asmita Murar is a Vice President, Strategy and Transactions at Ernst Young and Partner, where she leads the technology, media and telecom sector for the Transaction and Strategy Execution Technology Group. With a degree in Electronics and Telecommunication from Shivaji University, she has built a remarkable career spanning over 20 years in telecommunication sector. So throughout her career, Asmita has held key positions at a major world providers like AT&T, Cox Communications, Vodafone, Cable and Wireless, where she led innovative and strategic projects in a new age technology like 5G software defined network, means SDN and such. Currently, she is actively involved in multiple projects related to bringing in digital transformation for a major European B2B service provider, transforming their overall systems, processes and technology in use of AI, automation frameworks and process optimizations. Her vision for the future and technology emphasizes on how technology can solve real-world challenges and bring sustainable innovation, helping make this world a better living space. So please join me in giving a warm, heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guest of honor, a true inspiration to inspiring engineers and leaders, Ms. Asmita Murar. Thank you. Thank you very much. Over to Smita.
Thank you, Dr. Kalyani Chaudhary. We now request our principal, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav sir, to kindly felicitate Ms. Asmita Murar madam.
Thank you, everyone. It is now my pleasure to invite the convener of this conference and our principal, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav sir, to address the gathering and share the vision behind the second international conference, ICRTSTM 2025.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, one and all. Good morning. Yeah. Honorable Chief Guest, respected guest of honor, esteemed delegates, revered members of management, distinguished guests, my colleague and dear students. Very good morning to one and all. At the very outset, I bow with deep respect and gratitude to the visionary founder of Bharati Vidyapit, Honorable Dr. Patangrao Kadam Sahib. His dream of empowering society through education has touched countless lives. This institution and many others shaped under the Bharati Vidyapit umbrella are a living proof of his far-reaching vision. As we proudly celebrate our silver jubilee year, we feel his presence in every achievement, every milestone, and every aspiration we hold. It gives me immense pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the second international conference on recent trends in science, technology, and Management 2025. This conference serves as a vibrant platform for thinkers, researchers, and experts to come together and shape the future through meaningful dialogue. We are truly blessed by the presence of our chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar Sarji, Pro Vice Chancellor of Savitribai Phule University, Pune. Sir, your academic insight and visionary leadership continue to inspire institutions across the state. We are deeply honored to welcome our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap, Executive Director of Bharati Vidyapeeth Medical Foundation, Pune, a compassionate leader and dynamic administrator. Ma'am's presence reflects the inclusive and holistic values that Bharati Vidyapeeth stands for. Honorable Professor Dr. K.D. Jadhav, sir, Joint Secretary of Bharati Vidyapeeth, Pune, a guiding force within the Bharati Vidyapeeth family, sir, has always inspired institutions to reach higher through visionary planning and academic discipline. Honorable Ms. Asmita Murar, Vice President, Strategy and Transactions of EY Parthenon, a leading voice in global strategic counseling. Ma'ams brings us wealth of experience that bridges corporate excellence and educational innovation. Honorable Professor Dr. M.S. Sagre, sir, Joint Secretary of Bharati Vidyapeeth, Pune, sir's steadfast commitment to academic advancement and institutional integrity continues to empower campuses across the Bharati Vidyapeeth network. Your gracious presence adds prestigious to this event and encourages us to keep striving for excellence. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all dignitaries, academicians, industry partners, paper presenters, and student participants who have joined us from near and far. Your involvement makes this conference meaningful and memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, as the convener of this conference and principal of this esteemed institution, I take this opportunity to share some key highlights from the academic year 24-25. Since assuming charge on 9th March 2024, I have had the privilege of leading a committed and energetic team that believes in action and progress. Together, we have focused on quality, inclusion, and innovation. We have introduced a new BE program in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning with an intake with 60 and a postgraduate program in Computer Engineering with 12 seats. We have also been recognized as a PhD research center in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering under Savitribai Phule Pune University. I am proud to share that our first year intake has now reached 420. This remarkable growth reflects the increasing trust that students and parents place in our college. We successfully completed the second cycle of NAAC accreditation with an A grade, which stands as a strong testament to our dedication to academic quality. We are actively working towards NBA accreditation and have participated in national ranking frameworks such as NIRF, Times of India, Hansa Research Work, India Today, and Careers 360. At the national level, we were honored with the Best Outreach Students Connect Award by Casio India. We signed an MOU with a reputed German company to promote research collaboration and industry training. Our students participated in an academic exchange program with South Korea, offering them valuable exposure to global education and research. Our placement record remains strong, with students placed in renowned organizations and receiving competitive offers. We have launched various programs to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. National and international hackathons have further nurtured creativity and teamwork. We also organized an Atal National Faculty Development Program funded by AICT on research, innovation and patent development, and hosted several expert sessions and alumni talks to bridge the gap between academia and industry. Today we proudly stand in our 25th year, our silver jubilee. This is not just a milestone, it is a celebration of our journey of empowerment, education and transformation. It is a time to honor the past, energize the present and envision the future. Dear friends, this conference is a part of that future. It reflects our belief that education must evolve, that research must be relevant, and that collaboration can lead to real change. Through this platform, we hope to inspire thought, encourage innovation, and build bridges across disciplines. This year, ICRTSTM 2025 truly became a global meeting of ideas. We were proud to welcome 81 teams from 10 countries, including Australia, Egypt, Oman, Indonesia, Nigeria, Iraq, Malaysia, Japan, Turkey, the Philippines, the USA and Vietnam. In addition, the conference saw enthusiastic participants from across India with teams representing 20 states, 29 reputed universities and 63 colleges. This overwhelming response is a reflection of the credibility, academic quality and collaborative spirit that our institution stands for. In conclusion, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our management, especially Honorable Dr. Asmita Jagtap, Honorable Professor Dr. K.D. Jadhav sir, Honorable Professor Dr. M.S. Sagre sir, faculty, staff and students for their constant support and commitment. I also wish to especially acknowledge our co-convener, Professor Dr. V.R. Pawar Madam and Professor Dr. K. Malgi Madam, and our Vice Principal, Professor Dr. S.H. Chorge Ma'am and Professor Dr. A.M. Pawar sir, whose dedication and efforts have been instrumental in making this achievement possible. I sincerely seek your continued support in strengthening our infrastructure, motivating our teams and nurturing a culture of excellence, innovation and integrity. Let us work together to keep the vision of Honorable Dr. Patangraoji Kadam Saheb alive, to educate, to empower and to elevate. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, sir. I now take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our respected principal, Dr. Pradeep Vijadav, who successfully led us last year through this international conference as the convener with a great vision and dedication. This year too, he is our convener for this second international conference. Sir, your unwavering support, leadership and commitment continue to inspire and elevate the standards of our academic endeavors. Thank you, sir, for being such a driving force behind this conference. Now, I request our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Parag Kalkar, sir. नहीं तुमसे फेलिसिटेशन कराना I now request our Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Parag Kalkar sir to felicitate our principal as the convener of this event. Also, as a mark of appreciation to our faculty who continually strive to give their best, I now call upon Dr. Kalyani Chaudhary to be felicitated for completing her PhD. I request Dr. Asmita Jagtap ma'am to kindly felicitate Dr. Kalyani Chaudhary. She has completed her PhD in Machine Learning System for Natural Translucency, Thickness Management from Bharati Vidyapit. Hearty congratulations, Dr. Kalyani Chaudhary. Okay. Now, before we Gargi. Before we dive into the excitement of the second international conference, let's take a moment to relive the memories of our very first global gathering. The energy, the knowledge, and the connections that made us still inspire us today. Presenting glimpses of the first international conference, let the journey unfold. I hope you're all braced up for the second international conference. Moving ahead, I now take this opportunity to request our guest of honor, Ms. Asmita Murar Madam, to kindly address the gathering with her insights.
Good morning, everyone, and all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais, esteemed faculty members, and dear students. It's both an honor and privilege to stand before you today for this international conference on recent trends on science, technology, and management. And especially for me, being a champion of women leadership, I am really happy to be here at the Women's Engineering College. As we gather and explore the latest advancements and innovations, I want to take a moment to take a step back and reflect on the incredible journey that has brought us to this point. The fields of science and technology are always evolving, and that has been on the forefront for human progress, be it the internet revolution of 80s or the computer computer technology advancements from the 2000s. Now we are at a cusp of technological evolution in not just technology as in AI, but where technology is touching every facet of our lives, be it agriculture, the bioagriculture tech, medicine, manufacturing, telecom, you name a facet of our life, and it is being touched by technology. So technology no longer remains a field or a discipline that is limited to engineers. That's not the case anymore. Technology has become an integral part of our everyday life, and where we stand, we need to evolve ourselves to rise up and gain the remarkable insights and the productivity enhancement it brings us. So just for an example, in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day work, a research that needed us or my colleagues 8 hours of dedicated effort today can be completed in 30 minutes to 1 hour with the help of AI, the advancements in AI, be it generative AI or the upcoming agentic AI that is coming up. And that is why I am immensely proud about this university and faculty over here, where you are bringing in all these innovations, the thought processes, not just pan-India, but across the globe. It's remarkable to see the participation across 11 countries, 176 papers. So I can imagine the depth and the breadth of knowledge that the students would be gaining across these 2 days of conference. And it's really heartwarming to see where our education is heading towards. This is what is going to help the upcoming leaders that are sitting in front of me really step up when you walk into the corporate life. Or if you decide to pursue a path of academia like your esteemed teachers, which are going to shape the bright future for India. However, what I would like to emphasize is that it is essential to recognize that the future of these fields lies not just in the hands of few names that we know and we recognize. Technology is advancing at such a leap and pace that everybody has a chance and has the opportunity to contribute in a meaningful way. It is not just few who are known, but everyone has a chance to make an impact, especially where we are today, with the world becoming such a small place and collaboration being something that is available at your fingertips. So do not think that these technological advancements are something that are only for certain people or certain sect of society that is not within your reach. That is something I would really like to emphasize today. Women have been historically underrepresented in engineering and technology. I come from that field. Telecom has never seen women in leadership positions. I had to fight to be where I am, and I'm proud of it. But what we see today is a powerful shift, not just corporate, not just government and public industries, but everybody is moving and understanding the remarkable leadership and thought process that women leaders bring to the table. And Dr. Asmita being a very good example of the fact and the remarkable work that she has done so far. So I'm really honored to share the dais with such a leader, woman leader, I would say. What I see over here today is that the students and the future leaders of this college are a part of the movement that are breaking barriers and redefining what is possible, what can be done. So kudos to all of you. Now, as we delve into all of these discussions on what are the recent trends, be it whichever discipline it is, I encourage you to think critically on how you can contribute to these advancements. It could be through innovative research, it could be sustainable practices, or it could be effective management strategies. Remember, your unique perspectives and talents are invaluable. Everybody has a thought process that makes a difference. It's just us who has to believe in ourselves that we can do it. We can bring that change. As well as, while we proceed, it is important to understand and recognize the importance of collaborations. The challenges we face today, be it climate change, technological ethics, AI is becoming a part of our life, but we need to ensure that AI stays ethical, moral, and that remains in our hands. We are the ones who are shaping AI. We are the ones who are giving the power to AI. So the technological ethics is going to be something that is going to be really critical as we move further, especially with the advancement of agentic AI, where it's developing that intelligence to take the decisions and move forward. So what we need to do as we work with all these interdisciplines is to work collaboratively, understand what the other discipline brings to the table, and that is the only way how we can harness the power of science and technology in real sense to create solutions that are going to benefit humanity. Today, no longer the benefit is for us or a particular nation or a country. Technology is going to impact everybody as a human mankind. So it is critical that when we think of new technologies, new solutions, we find a sustainable way of recycling those technologies, be it your environmentally friendly, renewable energy sources. Is there a way to dispose or to recycle those energy sources? We need to answer that question, and you as the future leaders are going to be the ones who are going to help us understand and answer those questions. In closing, I would urge you to embrace your passion, pursue your dreams, and never underestimate the impact you can have. The future is bright, and it is yours to shape. Thank you again. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We now take this opportunity to respectfully invite our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Asmita Jagtap, ma'am, to kindly address the audience and shower us with the blessings.
Good morning, everybody. We have Dr. Parag Kalkar, sir, Pro VC, Savitribai University. So it's always a pleasure to share the dais with you. Your new ideas, your new trends are very inspiring to me, and I always learn new things so I never miss this opportunity. When I was told you will be an guest, I immediately said yes, if I'm not wrong. So the credit goes to you, if I should say. But thank you. We have Mrs. Asmita Murar. She is VP Strategy and Transaction. I made a joke that people with similar names always attain great heights. I hope we will be able to do that, both of us together, especially when we are here addressing in a women's engineering college. And we too are on that leadership where we are here and we can guide the kids together. Faculty, students, and representatives who are here online and offline. It is an honor to address you all in this vibrant College of Engineering. You know, I always believe women's colleges where talent, ambition, and innovation always come together to develop the future. So, as women in engineering, you're just not a part of India's technological revolution, but you guys are pioneers, breaking barriers in a field that thrives on creative and problem solving. And someone who has been in all three fields of management, science, and technology, I'm here to give just some inputs about my journey and how do we go about it. See, I always believe science and engineering nowadays go hand in hand. And today, science, especially the new medical technologies, AI innovations that we have, is the backman of that is some engineer from some engineering college. So I think you should give yourself a big hand for that. It's because of you we are here. Especially in a country like India, where the doctor ratio to the patient is about 1:850, and that is with allopathy and Ayush doctors together included. So right now India has more than 13 lakh registered allopathy doctors and more than 75,000 registered Ayush doctors. But since there is this imbalance where we cannot reach to the patients, and that's the reason, and that is where all the engineering students come together. Especially when you come from a country of like India, where there is an economic restraints. How do we go about it? What can we do? What is the something that we can do where we can reach the rural parts of India? See, rural parts of India still does not have that access to the healthcare industry. So what can be done? See, this is the thought process that you guys need to have. In fact, I don't know whether you guys are aware. In Bharati Vidyapit, we just installed an Harvey simulator. Are you guys aware of Harvey simulators? Harvey Prime is a mannequin, and it is one of the best simulators. But believe it or not, Bharati Vidyapit in Pune, a small dot in the world, we were the first ones in the world to install it in our institute. And we have that in our campus. You have that. We have a medical college, we have a dental college, we have a physiotherapy college. You think about, and we have that in our campuses. So you can think about integrated research, you can think about paper publications, and that is the way to go about it today. See, women, forget about women in engineering or women in self. Today, if you look into the economy, you know how many startups we have by women? There are more than 7,000 active ventures by women right now. That is about 7.8% of total startups in India are by women. We have Nika, we have Bicon, we have Mbibe. You know, you should read about the biographies. You should know about it, what the hardships they faced, and how they overcame all this. You know, that is how you have to be. See, education is a must. The syllabus, what is given to us, we have to do that. But we have to also do something else. That is, we have to upgrade our knowledge. And for that, you need to do some hard work. See, it is not easy, I do know that. See, if you've seen my portfolio, okay, I'll be giving you my example. See, I've done my diploma in labor law. I didn't need to do that. But somewhere down the line, I knew that I will be looking into Bharati Hospital, which is going to have Bharati Vidyapit also, where we have each member of Bharati family, which we call as more than 10,000 faculty. Then I did my medical legal sciences, because legality is something you really need to understand. I did my PhD in a different subject, then I did my certification course. I did my certification course from Stanford, and it was an amazing experience. You know, they taught me how to resolve conflicts, how to have that leadership qualities. I did my certificate from Cornell, but that was a wonderful experience, and in fact that you can see somewhere on all the hoardings and the digital print. So that Cornell certification course which I did was about digital marketing, making your presence fair. It was a wonderful experience for me, and that is something I could take from it and I could implement it in the leadership qualities which I have and how to promote my institute. So what I'm trying to say is we need to go out of our, what we call it, I don't know, that small space we have. We need to go, we need to upgrade our knowledges. And for that, there is something which I go to other institute and I always say, see, a very smart student, but with no networking may not succeed in life. But even an average C student with lot of networking may become very successful in life. So you need to network, you need to attain that. And to do that networking, you need to attend lot of workshops. You need to go to your different colleges, different campuses to make your presence felt. And that is how you will be getting everything together. And that is how you may come with some new idea, which I always talk. See, I work with farmers, and the government has done this IoT where water management is done for farmers. But that is what is needed. Today we go to the rural part, the health aspect. See, we talk about the health aspect. I don't know how many of you people read newspaper, because newspaper is very outdated nowadays. It is felt by the young Gen Z like you. But you've seen what happens. The mental health is at a brink. Today there are so many suicides going on, not only in the students, but everything. And we are not able to achieve that. How do we do that? How do we reach to the masses? See, this is the thought process I would like you to have. And you can do this in Bharati Vidyapeeth. We are here to help you. We are here to guide you. And if you need anything, we are here. So, kids, students, and all the participants, I think you are the future. And the world is watching, and India is counting out you. So let us build a much more brighter, smarter, and inclusive future for all of us. So let us be here. Thank you. Let us motivate, lead, and inspire together. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful words. And I think the students, and even us as faculties, have come to know one special secret of ma'am. That is, keep upgrading, keep networking. If you want to be successful, you have to reach out. Thank you, ma'am. Now, before we proceed, okay, before we proceed to Kalkar sir's speech, I would like to invite our Sports Director, Dr. Gauri Patil Madam. Her paper has received as the best paper at Vietnam. She presented a research paper in Vietnam and she received the award for best paper. So I request Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap to felicitate Dr. Gauri Patil Madam. Hearty congratulations, Dr. Gauri Patil, ma'am. Now, I request our chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar, sir, to deliver his inaugural address for the second international conference. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. I am very happy to be part of this international conference on the recent trends in science, technology and management, ICRTSTM 2025. Honorable Asmita Tai Jagtap Madam. Sir also told me 2 days back that Asmita Tai is coming. Otherwise I was supposed to join online. Because on the first day of the week, traveling from university to it takes 1 hour. But says Asmita Tai is coming, so I made a point that she is leading from the front and not totally giving you a guidance. So What she suggested is network is equal to net worth. That is more important for you to learn. Mrs. Asmita Murar, Madam, who is the Vice President, ENY, who has just shared her thought process with all of us. My colleague in university, Dr. P.V. Jadhav, sir, who has deliberated on the concept and thought process gone in organizing this conference. Dr. V.R. Pawar, Madam, Dr. Ketki Malgi, Madam, Vice President, faculty members, esteemed colleagues, research, industry leaders who are present online. I'm very happy that almost close to 200 papers are going to be presented, and there will be 11 countries who are participating, and also in India 20 states are participating. So it's a truly international conference where 8 technical sessions are going to happen in this. It's a distinct honor to stand before you today to discuss the dynamic and ever-evolving landscape of science, technology, and management. We are all at an inflection point where rapid advancements are not just changing industries, but fundamentally reshaping how we live in work and interact with the world. As we look forward in 2025 and beyond, the several key trends are emerging as dominant forces demanding our attention, collaboration, and strategic foresight. The ascendancy of artificial intelligence and its ecosystem, we can no longer speak of AI as a futuristic concept, is deeply embedded in our present and will define our near future. Beyond general AI towards specialized and explainable AI, while our dream of artificial general intelligence, that is AGI, continues, the immediate focus on the developing highly specialized AI that excel in specific domain, from medical diagnosis to drug discovery to personalized education and to predictive maintenance in the manufacturing. Crucially, the push for the expandable AI, XAI, is gaining immense traction as AI system becomes more complex and make critical decisions. Understanding their rationale is paramount for trust, accountability, and ethical deployment, especially in regulated industries like finance and healthcare. AI-powered data science and analytics, the convergence of AI with big data is creating unprecedented opportunity. We are seeing advanced AI models are being used for sophisticated data analysis, uncovering hidden patterns and enabling highly accurate forecasting. This extends to the areas like IoT analytics, where vast amount of sensor data are processed by AI to optimize the operations and create smart environments. Ethical AI and governance, the rapid deployment of AI necessitates the robust ethical framework and governance, discussions around the data privacy, biases in algorithm, and the socio-ethical impact of automation and the responsible use of AI for surveillance or decision making are no longer academic debates, but urgent policy imperatives. Organizations must prioritize ethical consideration from the design phase to the deployment phase. The interconnected world, IoT, 5G, now 6G, digital twins, our physical and digital worlds are increasingly merging, driven by perspective connectivity and sophisticated modeling. Hyperconnectivity with 5G and the horizon of 6G, 5G promises low intensity and high bandwidth. It's embracing a true real-time application, powering everything from autonomous vehicles to the remote surgery. As we look further, for the 6G research is already underway, promising ever greater speed to ultra-reliable, low-latency communication and integrated sensing capacity, which will further blur the lines between physical and digital. The proliferation of Internet of Things, billions of connected devices are generating an unprecedented volume of data. This data will be analyzed by AI, empowers smart cities, precision agriculture, intelligent supply chain management, and personalized healthcare. The challenges lies in managing this immense data, ensuring cyber security, and deriving actionable insight. Sustainable innovation and green technologies. The imperative for sustainability is no longer a niche concern, but a core driver for innovation across the sector. Green technology and the renewable energy advancement, The transition of carbon neutral is future accelerating fueled by breakthroughs in renewable energy and sources, solar, wind, geothermal energy, a storage solution, and the smart grid. We are also seeing a significant investment in sustainable materials, circular economy models, and efficient resources management. Climate change, migration, and adaptation technology. The role of technologies in advancing SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Transforming management and workforce is more important. Handling management and agile and adaptive management in the rapid pace of change, necessities like adaptive and agile methodologies, adaptive leadership, organization must able to keep pivot, quickly embrace the experimentation and foster a culture of continuous learning. Also is mean empowering the distributed team and leveraging technology. Human and AI collaboration is going to be the future. Many things are going to be changed in our future, and we have to see that in this today's world, what we are going to learn out of this international workshop. Cultivate the resilience and adaptability. The future is uncertain, but by building resilient system and fostering adaptive mindset, we can navigate disruption and emerge as a stronger country. The future is not something that happens to us. It is something that we create by understanding this recent trend and productivity, shaping our strategies. We can unlock the immense potential of science, technology, and management to build more prosperous, sustainable, and equitable future for all. We know that AI is going to play a large role in medical consultation. I have seen one concept in the country other than India. It is called an hospimall, where there is a mall like a concept, where because hospital there is a serious environment, serious noise, everybody is serious. So anytime you can walk with your family, and everybody in your family, you can have recreation there, you can have theater, you can have food court, and you can have a treatment which can be completed. With the help of technology, you are aware that most of the surgeries are maybe 1 hour or 2 hour surgery, and one day patient can be out. There is no requirement of staying patient for 3 or 4 days or more than an overnight stay. So when I enter, I can do dental treatment, my children can do some different treatment, my wife can do beauty treatment, and they can come back in evening after having food, and then we can have movie together. So I think these type of concepts are getting, so we have to gear up to see that how we can use the technology which is at our disposal, and then can make the life better for all of us. So I hope that this conference deliberation, where experts from all countries are going to give a thought process, we definitely come out of some serious thought process which will help our country to be a better country in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. We now proceed to the proud moment, the unveiling of the conference proceedings. This collective collection showcases the research papers and innovative contributions of scholars participating in the second international conference, ICRTSTM. May I kindly invite all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to join us for this special occasion. Let us together reveal the collection, wisdom, and research presented at this international gathering. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly unveil the conference proceedings. Thank you so much. Now it is the time for collecting memories as we move along. So we'll have some group photographs here. I request all the students to kindly come in front for a group photograph. Okay, so we'll do it after vote of thanks. I request all the dignitaries to kindly settle down. To conclude the memorable inaugural session, I now invite Professor Dr. Ketki Malgi ma'am to deliver the vote of thanks and express our collective gratitude to all the dignitaries and participants.
Thank you, Mahajan Madam. Respected dignitaries on dais, my colleagues, my dear students, a very good morning to one and all once again. It is my proud privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Bharati Vidyapit's College of Engineering for Women on the successful commencement of Day 1 of Second International Conference on Recent Trends in Science, Technology and Management, ICRTSTM 2025. At the outset, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar Sir, Pro Vice Chancellor SPPU, and our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Asmita Tai Jagtap Ma'am, Executive Director of Bharati Vidyapit Medical Foundation, and Honorable Ms. Asmita Murar Ma'am, Vice President, Strategy and Transaction at EY Parthenon, for gracing the inaugural ceremony and encouraging us with their inspiring words. I sincerely thank you to our principal and conference convener, Professor Dr. Pradeep Jadhav Sir, for his constant support and dynamic leadership in making this conference a reality. I would also like to extend special thanks to all our heads of departments, Vice Principal Academics, Professor Dr. Suvarna Sorge Madam, Vice Principal Administration, Professor Dr. Avinash Pawar Sir, for their continuous support and active involvement in ensuring the smooth execution of this event. We are truly grateful to our distinguished keynote speakers, Dr. Suhas Alkunde from Indiana State University, USA, Dr. Abhijit Mali, University of North Carolina, USA, Dr. Praveen Bidare, Sheffield Holman University, UK, Dr. Rishikesh Rao from Haptics Ann Arbor, for accepting our invitation for delivering keynote speech in this 2 days conference. Heartfelt congratulations to all the participants who are presenting their papers and contributing to the rich academic discourse of this conference. A big thank you to all teaching faculty members, non-teaching staff members, kakas and maushis whose direct and indirect efforts have made today's program a grand success. My sincere appreciation to the technical team, especially Professor Amol Yadav Sir, for the flawless Facebook Live and YouTube streaming, making the event accessible to a wider audience. In conclusion, thank you to everyone who contributed in any way to the success of Day 1 of ICRTSTM 2025. Let us continue to engage, innovate, and collaborate, and we move ahead with the remaining sessions. Thank you all once again.
Thank you to Ketki Malgi ma'am. Now it is time for collecting some memories as we move along. I request all the students to come forward for a group photograph along with the dignitaries on the dais. All the students are requested to kindly come in front. Thank you so much, students. I request the faculty members to kindly come in front for a group photograph.
Should I start? Ketki. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce a distinguished academician and researcher in the field of mechanical engineering, Dr. Suhas Suryakant Alkunte. Dr. Alkunte holds a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering from Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University in August 2011. He went on to pursue his master's in mechanical design engineering in December 2014. Dr. Alkunte further obtained his PhD in additive manufacturing from Tennessee Technological University, United States. He served as an assistant professor in institutions including Nausayadri Education Society, PVPIT Bowdhan, and Sinhagad Institute of Technology and Science. In United States, Dr. Alkunte contributed as a graduate research assistant at Tennessee Technological University from August 2021, focusing on cutting-edge developments in additive manufacturing. Currently, he is a lecturer at Old Dominion University and as an assistant professor in Indiana State University in United States. Dr. Alkunte begins with him a wealth knowledge in mechanical design, manufacturing and technologies. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Suhas Suryakant Alkunte. Thank you.
जर आपण परत अक्षर सोडत बसलो ना मग वेळ जातो असं गेला त्यापेक्षा त्यांनी शेअर नाव केलं ना तिथे त्यांना एक प्रेझेंट नाव
ते म्हणतात नाही बघा इथनं बोलता येते इथून त्यांच्याशी कम्युनिकेट करता येते Good afternoon, Alkunte sir. Are you there? Dr. Alkunte sir, are you there? Am I audible to you?
Now, classification of AM processes. So as per the ASTM category, that is American Society Testing and Materials, 7 categories of AM process. First is that metal extrusion. It is also called as fuse deposition molding and fuse filament fabrication. So materials are used, plastic filaments, rubbers, the powder bed forming process. It categorized
YouTube open करू का मग आहे नेट दिले दिले नेट करू का open
thermoplastics, these are going to use. Then sheet lamination, that is laminate object manufacturing. So mostly it uses the foils that is in the form of paper or the metals. This can be used for the sheet lamination process. Next is the directed energy deposition. So it's categorized into types, that is lanes. So first is that metal extrusion process. So before going to all of these types, the most common process or the type is that each and every process, before going to start, you use the CAD geometry. So you can use the CATIA, drawing or SolidWorks. Just create the part file, and after getting part file, you can do the slice for each and every process. The slices are different. So in the slicing, you can decide the parts you want. So how much time it will take, whether it is 10 hours, 15 hours, whether it's 2 hours. So here we can start metal extrusion process. Heating chambers where the liquefaction or melting of this filament takes place, and it drops on layer by layer with the on the bed platform. So this is about the metal extrusion process. So the key thing is that here there are different types of process parameters, that is layer height, layer thickness, then nozzle temperature, bed temperature. So these are the key parameters where you can means it depends upon the how much quality of part you want. So if you are going for the high precision, then it will take 10 hours or 12 hours, depends upon the job. And if it is only for the show purposes, it will take 1 hour, 2 hour. So the metal properties plays a important role each and every AM process. So that is about the metal extrusion. Second is the powder bed fusion. In short, it is called as PBF. So here you can see that laser, you can see powder bed object build platform. The first step is that first of all that you have to spread the powder on the build platform, and that lasers which fuses or melts that powder in first layer, and after that it goes layer by layer process until and unless get the desired 3D object. Okay, so that's the powder bed fusion. And it after creating these 3D parts, you can do the post processing techniques. You can use the remove the powder, or sometimes need heat treatment, so to give for the highly surface finish. And the process parameter, that is now we are going to use the laser. So what is the laser power, then what is the temperature of build platform, then powders are we going to use, what is the size of that powder, so then what is the layer thickness. So these are the parameters which are the important for the powder bed fusion. Next is the sheet lamination. So sheet lamination is another type of AM process. So material, it is in the form of paper, plastic, or the metal. Okay, you can see here that is a material, and these are the roller supports. So with the help of roller supports, the material can be passed to this table, and you can see the laser which impinges on the mirror, and depends upon the like slice. Then you can see that materials are here, dissolvable materials, and nozzles are there. So here we can see that simultaneously tiny droplets that we inject on the build platform, and the UV light is there, so which like cures that droplets and creates the layer. So until it gets the desired structure, the process is going on continuous, and that here the support structures are the printed simultaneously, that can be dissolvable or the peelable material. So here the important process parameter, that is we are going to use the nozzle, right? So what is the nozzle temperature is there, and the droplet, what is the droplet size, then what is the timing of that UV light, layer thickness, and the temperature of the build platform. Binder jetting, so it is similar to the material jetting, but the differs here, that is the powder is going to be used here, and you can see here that powder first of all going to be spread on the build platform, and instead of using laser here, that binder is going to use binder, which that is the adhesive, and which bonds the powder here, and likewise layer by layer material is going to be created. That is the binder jetting. So here the important properties are, that is powder is going to be used, so size of powder, then what is the like binder saturation, then we are going to use the inkjet print head, so that is the another parameter, build platform temperature. Okay, so this is about the AM process. Then I'm going to talk about the research area, that is functionally graded additive manufacturing process. So it is very similar to the material extrusion process. Now we can see that two materials are there here, that is colored in blue and other is in red. So the material is going to be fed in that combustion chamber, and it is going to be deposited on the build platform. But here printing two materials, we require two nozzles, right? So that's why it is called as conventional multi-material. But in my research, I use functionally graded. Now we can see here that is a single extrusion nozzle is there, and two different materials we are going to use. So the advantage of functionally graded material over the conventional is that so swapping of the material takes place without changing the extrusion head. Okay, and functionally graded material, it's a low cost method, and in that functionally graded, that is a metal extrusions, there is a limited materials are available, that is PLA, PVA, ABS, PETG. So these are the limited materials. So by doing the like functional graded, you can like create many types of materials. So that is another advantage for this functional graded. So this is my research area, and you can see that there are different types of functional graded materials. In the left figure, you can see that the figure A, it shows that step by step that material going to be changes, or that properties we are going to change, right? Second is their continuous functional gradient. You can see that thermal gradient, how it is going to be changed. So in that case, we can change the material properties. Then C and F, those are the compositional gradient. D and G, those are like grain orientations. You can see that. So by changing the grain orientation, material properties are going to change. And E and H, that is the fractional gradient. So it depends upon the like material core size, that's it changes the properties. Here in the right side, you can see that conventional two nozzle A and B, and you can see that direct transition between these two materials. Multi-material FGM, that which I used, you can see that material A and material B, and A plus B. So that is the functional gradient. So you can vary the properties of the material as per your requirement. And these are the some possible combinations of FGMs. If it is metal ceramic, that is metal PLA and the ceramics. Rigid and soft combination, that is TPU and PLA. So I use rigid and soft combination for my research. Then composite material, you can use TPU and CF PETG. So CF means that is carbon fiber, PETG material, and the rigid combination, that is PC, that is polycarbonate and ABS. So these are the possible combinations of FGM's interfaces. So this is the ZIMOF 3D printer which I used to print the multi-material parts with a dual pro extrusion head. And the cost of this ZIMOF printer is around $4,000. And these are the some cool parts. You can print it multi-material parts with the ZIMOF. So these are some research gaps. Parts can be carried out, and initially it was like only conceptual knowledge of the FGM, but nowadays it's like everyone or some researchers are focusing on that to make it happen. So these are the goals, that is characterization of FGMs using the FGM process and conduct the experimental investigation. So the first step I did that fabrication of that FGM material, then tensile testing, fatigue testings, then tensile and fatigue analysis with varying concentrations, then how the process parameter influences the fatigue life, that I checked. Then second goal is that to like utilizing the statistical models. So I use the Buskin's model to predict the fatigue life, and apart from that I use machine learning techniques. So here I developed the G codes and the machine learning code, which I use Google Colab for that one. And third one is that microstructural characterizations before and after the fracture. So fabrication, tensile, and the fatigue analysis of FGMs, you can see here, that is material I used TPU and PLA. So we can see that how the combination of the material can be takes place. So in the slicer, you have the options. You can like alter the material properties. So at the like specimen which I manufactured, so at the bottom you can see that there is a composition of 100% TPU, which is very soft. TPU is very highly flexible material, and PLA is brittle material. So on the top of that part, you can see that 100% composition of PLA, and in between that, how I'm going to vary these properties. So then these are the like properties of PLA and TPU. Melting point of PLA, that is 200 to 230, and TPU is 210 to 230. Density is same, tensile strength. So this is the like recommendations from the manufacturers. So for the PLA, strength is 52.8 and the TPU that is 26. Glass transit temperature and the bed temperature varies according to the material. So specimen I manufactured and I use ASTM standard, that is E606M, and you can see that in this figure. So this is like as dimensions as per the ASTM standard. So this would be the like total length, then width, then how much is the like radius. So you can see here the A, B, and C. So the A, that is like bottom portion of that specimen, it is like TPU, and B is the topmost position of that specimen. So bottom, like in the figure C, you can see that. So at the bottom, you can that is 100% composition of TPU, and at the front, that is a 100% composition of PLA. So in between that, that I varied the temperature, varied the composition, like 20% TPU, 80% PLA, 40% TPU, 60% PLA. Likewise, the experiment shuttle which I used, that is tensile and fatigue testing. Materials is FGM. These are the parameters I like kept constant throughout the process. The same setup I used for that tensile and the fatigue testing. Now you can see that tensile and fatigue behavior. So TPU, which is highly flexible, soft material, you can see that the like strength and load is that is below the 500, and for the PL you can see that the load is around like 2300, right? So FGM, you can see that FGM is in between the TPU and PLA. So like one conclusion we can draw from here, that is if the material is very soft and you have to increase the strength of that material, so FGM is one of the way we can increase the strength. That is like a conclusion from this tensile testing. And the fatigue testing I did here, and for that there are different types of fatigue testing. So tension fatigue test I utilized. Then the maximum load I consider here, that's 80% of that maximum load of FGM. Stress ratio, that is 0.1, frequency of 3 Hertz. These are the basic parameters used for the fatigue testing. And we can see that like XY0 cycles and XY90 cycles. So XY0 cycle is that, so the specimen which I printed, that is load, that is printing direction and the loading direction of that testing, both are similar. That's why XY0 cycle, it is high cycle as compared to the XY90. XY90 is that the printing direction and the loading directions both are perpendicular. That's why cycles are less. Now we can see here like for the specimen 1, 2, third and fourth. Third is like cycles are less. So here I found that there are some voids in that specimen. That's why cycles are low. So these are the conclusions I made here. Next objective, that is tensile. Specimens, that's maximum load, stress ratio is 0.1, and we can see there that is 100% PLA. So these much cycles are obtained. And after adding TPU, we know that TPU is very soft, highly flexible material. So after adding TPU in that PLA, how the fatigue cycle is going to be increased, that pattern I observed here. So mostly, so my intended area to research is that to develop some like prosthetic applications or biocompatible applications. So in the prosthetics, that is those don't have the legs. So for that, like I manufactured one prosthetic leg, and so inside the material should be TPU, that is very soft, and outside the material should be the PLA, which is very hard. PLA is biocompatible material, so it can like provides comfortable to that amputee. So that's why I like did the fatigue testing for that one. These are the like process parameters on the fatigue lab. How to, for that I use orthogonal array, that is Taguchi design. These are the parameters I observed during my literature survey. I found that these are the parameters which creates the influence, and I chosen that is layer height 0.15, 0.2, extrusion multiplier that is 100 and 120, extrusion temperature 210 to 20, bed temperature 60 and 70. And I did some statistical analysis and was utilized to like check the effect of the processing parameters. And you can see that Anderson-Darling test is performed. So when I like manufactured the specimen, printed the specimen, and after I did the testing, so after did the testing, so I don't know whether that data is under the normal distribution or not. So I need to check it, the data. So that's why I use that Anderson and Darling test. I found that the data is normally distributed, and then I did the ANOVA analysis for that one. Then I use like Minitab. With the help of my Minitab, I checked how the process parameter affects that. Then you can see that layer height. So when layer height is 0.5, how the cycles is going to be increased, and 0.2 cycle is decreased here. So layer height made a major impact on the fatigue cycles. Then BT, that is the bed temperatures. So initially bed temperature is 60, and after that 70. There is like slightly increase in the cycles. Extrusion multiplier, that is the one term, so which are going to add extra material in the specimen. So EM, that is when it is 1. EM1 means that 100% material. So the cycles you can see observe here, and when that 1.2, that is adding 20% of extra material in that specimen. So basically it adds the weight of the specimen, and you can observe that the cycles are increased. Extrusion temperature, so there is no much difference in the cycles. So these are the things I observed from the statistical analysis. So layer height, extrusion multiplier, those are the we can say that like key process parameters which influence the fatigue lives. Then for the fatigue life predictions, I use the Baskin's models and the machine learning approach. For the machine learning, I use 3 different machine learning techniques, that is random forest, support vector machine, artificial neural network. Then code is developed with the help of Google Colab, and these are the things which I used, that is machine learning model development, that is random forest, support vector machines, and ANN. Train the model, test the model with the data set, then deploy the machine learning model with the known data set and compare the results. If results are okay, then deploy the model. If it is not okay, again tuning the parameters. So different near about 60 specimen I tested for that one, and I created 3 batches, that is experiment 1, 2, and 3, and use K-fold technique. So each fold, there are 12 specimens of data. So there are 60 specimens, so I distributed all the specimens in randomly. So in the experiment you can see that first fold and second and third fold, that is like 60% of data I use here for the training, 20% for the testings, and 20% for the validation. In experiment 2, that is first fold, second fold, and fifth fold is for the training, third and fourth for the validation. And the experiment 3, likewise I like change the data. I would like to check how it is going to perform. Then these are the 3 algorithms I used. So apart from that, like support vector machines gives the better result. So just I use those results only here. You can see here a number of samples. So this is the blue one, that is the actual data, and this is the test data. It is very much similar, that is forecasting is very much similar, and you can see that R square value is close to 1. So training RMSE, that is 282.58, testing is 252. So it modeled, demonstrated that excellent generation to the unseen data, which I got result from the SPM model. Then I did some microstructure analysis before the fracture. So which we we observe that layer height which is 0.2 having the less fatigue cycles. So what is the reason for that one? So I checked it here. You can see that these are the beads which are uh, overlapping to each other, and you can see that some of the voids are there. Layer height having high fatigue cycles 0.15. So you can see that how the layers are smoothly printed here, and defects are very less here. Exclusion multiplier with 1.2, again it is having the highest fatigue life cycle. There is a voids are very less here, but there is a smooth printing of the material takes place. Bed temperature and extrusion temperature, there is no much difference in the fatigue cycles, but you can see that the voids, the layers are overlapping. Bed failures, these are the reasons I found out through the microstructural study. Then I did the analysis after the fracture. The test sample for the layer height 0.15. You can see here the cross view. This is the layer delaminations, how it takes place, and exclusion multiplier, how the bonding is interface characterizations I did here. I found that bonding is good between the layers. For the extrusion temperature, you can see the bed failures, and for the bed temperature 70 degrees Celsius voids you can see here. So these are the possible reasons. So why the fatigue cycles are less and fatigue cycles are high in some cases. I got some views from the microstructural study. Conclusions that the specimen which I printed in the 0-degree direction as compared to the 90-degree directions. So here it improves the fatigue life when it is in 0-degree directions. Then varied concentration of PL and TPU, which gives the strength and flexibility. Then process parameter, that is extrusion multiplier, layer height, and bed temperature, which gives the influence on the fatigue cycles. Then SVM model, which gives the promising solution for the to predict the fatigue life cycles. And microstructural analysis, which gives the key insights for the bed failures, why the fatigue cycles are low and the high observations. And so these are some future scopes. So before going to ahead, so I would like to just share the one of the thing that, so there is a problem in the world that is rapidly growing concern, that is the donors are going to be rapidly depleting, and still there is a demand of organ transplants are going to be increased. So how to manage that supply and demand? So there is a promising solution for that one. So that is 3D bioprinting. So there is a one university in USA, that is Wake Forest Institute for the Regenerative Medicine. So that they do the research with the organ printings. The world's first artificial bladder they printed with 3D printing technologies, and in 1999 they tested on the dogs and it gets successfully. Then in 2006 we can say that transplantation they did one same on human patients, and these are the statistics they achieve from this 3D organ printing. So now key thing is that how to manufacture these organs. Now you can see that CT scan of the bladder. So for the geometry or for each and every data points to do the CT scan, we'll get the data points. Once we get the data point, then we can use the CAD software where we can create the 3D part. Then tissue sample can be taken from the patient's bladder. Biodegradable scaffolds are built using the inkjet printers. Cells are grown into the biodegradable scaffold. So here that once we get the geometry, then we can use bioink material. With the help of bioink material, then there is a patient's tissue that going to be added in that bioink materials, which helps that to grow that organ and scaffolds. Finally, it is safely degraded in the patient's body. So the process is that first of all load the bioink into the print nozzles. So bioink, that is alginate, gelatin, collagen, these are the bioinks, but these are the hydrogels, very soft. But to add strength in that materials, so that researchers used PVA, that is polyvinyl alcohol, then PLA, polylactic acid, that is biocompatible material, which gives the strength to that materials. Then we can use 3D bioprinters for that one to print layer by layer. Then once it is the geometries be find or the 3D structure is to be prepared, then use some incubators where there is a growth of cells takes place, and once it is going to be matured, you can deploy in the patient's body, right? So this is the scientists from the Swiss University, they use these 3D printed bone. So this is the 3D bioprinters. There are different types of bioprinters are there, and this is biofabs 4500 3D printer. 3D printer sensors. Apart from that, organ printing sensors also going to use. So you can see here, this is the right figure, the left figure, that is the CAD file. Right one is the actual fabricated sensors. So what is the application of that sensor? So nowadays, water level or water quality is going to be degraded, you know that, and in some heavy particles we are going to find, that is lead, asbestos, or some pharmaceutical components in the water. And to detect the water contaminants, it's very high technique, or means it's very costly process. So one of the researcher group is working on that to develop the low cost sensors with the help of AM techniques, and we can use for the to improve the health of public society. That's the key agenda of that researchers. So that's all from my side. If any questions, please let me know, and thank you so much for your patience. Any questions, please?
Any questions from the participants? I guess there are no questions. Thank you, Suhas sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Roshna Sapkar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Roshna Sapkar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering at Bharati Vidyapeeth's College of Engineering for Women, Pune. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the second International Conference on Recent Trends in Science, Technology and Management, ICRTSTM 2025. What do you get when you combine academic brilliance, hands-on innovation and cutting-edge research in material science? You get today's distinguished speaker, Dr. Abhijit Mari. Dr. Mari is a research assistant at the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering at North Carolina A&T State University, USA. With a PhD in nanoengineering and material science, he is pioneering advancement in sustainable nanomaterials and polymer composites with applications in aerospace, automotive and energy technologies. At a time when the world is turning towards sustainability and smart engineering, Dr. Mari's work stands as a shining example on science meeting real-world impact. Allow me to highlight some key milestones that illustrates his inspiring journey. As a young professor in Pune, Dr. Mari didn't just teach, he built a race car with his students, leading them to national victory and earning the Best Faculty Advisor Award at SAE Sapra Formula Student 2017. He was awarded the Government of India Merit Scholarship for academic excellence during his postgraduate studies. Dr. Mari has authored impactful peer-reviewed publications on the topics such as bio-oil-based epoxy resins, high-performance nanocomposites, and carbon materials for next-generation supercapacitors. He contributed significantly to the US National Science Foundation funded research project where he designed experimental methodologies and led crucial investigations. In his lab, he developed innovative carbon particles and glass nanofibers that are paving the way for lighter, stronger, and more sustainable composite materials. Before transitioning full-time into research, Dr. Mari served as an assistant professor for over 6 years at leading institutions like Vishwakarma Institute of Technology and Vishwakarma University, mentoring more than 20 undergraduate research students. He is certified Lean Six Sigma Green Belt, showcasing his dedication to process excellence and innovation. His technical expertise include advanced techniques like electrospinning, hydrothermal liquefaction, vacuum-assisted resin transfer molding, and a suite of metal characterization tools such as SEM, FTIR, XRD, and DMA. From classrooms in Pune to research labs in North Carolina, Dr. Mari's journey is one of the vision, resilience, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. So today, we are not just introducing a speaker, we are bringing forward a thought leader whose work is shaping the next generation for smart, sustainable materials. His work doesn't just push boundaries, but it redefines them. Let us all give a heartfelt round of applause and a warm welcome to Dr. Abhijit Mari. It is with a great pride and excitement that I invite Dr. Abhijit Mari to take the stage and share his insight with us today. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you so much, Professor Sapkar Madam, for the nice introduction and your kind words. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the conference organizing committee for inviting me to this conference and giving me the opportunity